Good morning, Miss Diane.
Good morning, Mrs. Doherty.
How are you doing today?
I'm fabulous. Happy Tuesday. How are you?
I'm good. Happy Tuesday to you. Well, we have another fun day planned, I see. The first part is reading, and we're asking the kids to look at a video of Eric Carle's The Very Hungry Caterpillar. I have a feeling all of the kids know that story already, but it's a good one.
One of my favorites.
I know, so good. So I think they'll enjoy that one.
I do too. And then based on that book, they're going to do a little bit of writing, and they're going to talk about if they were a hungry caterpillar, what is some of the foods that they would eat? Now they can see the things that are in the book, the apples and the pears and the sausage, but maybe their caterpillar is going to eat macaroni and cheese and pizza today. You never know. But I want them to write about it.
That's awesome. I love that idea.
And then in phonics, in phonics, we're going to go into using your snap words. And you're going to use your snap words to build a caterpillar. So let me show you mine. So I made my little face, and then I started writing all the snap words that I know. And I know that your caterpillar can be even longer than mine.
It can be huge, I think.
Seriously, Miss Diane or Mrs. Doherty, I just took paper and I just cut circles out. And you can use it with notebook paper, whatever kind of paper you want. And how many snap words do we have? Do we have 67?
Yeah.
So think how long the caterpillar could be.
I think it might even go all the way around a room.
Wouldn't that be fun? Now, I want you to focus on the snap words that you know, that they know, that they can read in a snap.
Yeah, and that means like really fast, right?
Yeah. If they have to sound them out or think about them, they can't add them to their caterpillar yet. So think about that, the ones that are in a snap.
Awesome idea, Miss Diane. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we all know that caterpillars eventually turn into butterflies. And so we have a fun math activity, and it's a partner activity. So you and I, Miss Diane, have to kind of do this together. Now, everybody's going to find this sheet. And it's got butterfly on it and lots of numbers. And then you're going to need either some crayons or some markers. Do you have something like that with you?
I do. I took my butterfly and I cut it out. Did you cut one of yours out too, Mrs. Doherty?
I do have one that I cut out.
And I've got some crayons. So I'm ready, and you're going to be my partner. Now, you can have your partner be a brother, a sister, a mom and dad, or now I'm not at your house and you're not at my house. So I could have called a Tweety bird or a frog friend, and we could have done this over a meeting.
Wow, that would be really fun to do, wouldn't it?
It would.
That's cool, Miss Diane. We would have picked some partners, wouldn't we have? And we would have asked them, at least in my class, I always ask them to sit back to back so they can't see.
Yeah.
So this works perfectly, right? Because we can't see each other's butterfly until we're done.
Right.
All right. All right. Do you want to go first, Miss Diane?
I do. Okay, I'm looking at my butterfly and I see the number 22. That's a 2 and a 2. Let's color that orange.
Okay.
Okay, Mrs. Doherty, don't peek. So everybody,
okay, I won't look.
Find the 22s, and there's a 22 on this side and on this side, and you're going to color them both orange. Now, you don't have to do that, but Mrs. Doherty's going to. Okay.
You can I look down?
Yep.
All right. Because we want the butterflies to be symmetrical, don't we? That's kind of a fancy word to means it's the same on both sides.
You know, I think we did symmetrical stuff, Mrs. Doherty, in math when we talked about snowflakes.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
They certainly are symmetrical. All right. I think I've got mine done.
Me too. All right, your turn.
Okay, my turn. I'm going to ask you to color number 15 green. Now remember, kindergartners, what number comes first on a teen number? The 1.
I bet they knew that, but it's good reminders for sure, because we have been working on those tricky teens.
Absolutely. All right, that one was a little smaller spot. Goes a little faster.
It does. All right, my turn. Mrs. Doherty, let's color 19 purple.
All right.
My favorite.
That is your favorite color. And Miss Diane, today is Tuesday, May 12th, isn't it?
It is.
It's a special day, boys and girls, for Miss Diane. It's her birthday. Happy birthday, Miss Diane.
Thank you so much. Happy birthday to me. I'm having a
good birthday.
Yes, I'm having a fabulous day so far this morning. And
Awesome.
then my mom and dad are going to come over later, and I can't do anything with them because of social distancing, but they are going to bring me cake, and they're going
Oh,
to drop off a cake later. So I'm super excited.
do you have a favorite kind of cake?
My favorite kind of cake is white cake with white frosting.
I think
We call it kind of like the
I
old-fashioned wedding cake, like just white on white is my
white
favorite.
on white. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that today.
Thank you. All right, your turn, Mrs. Doherty.
Do you want to keep going, or do you think we have enough to show kids?
You know what? We probably have enough.
I think so.
All right, let me see yours.
All right, I'm going to show you mine. Oh, do they look the same?
Awesome.
They do. That is so much fun. Now, Miss Diane, there's one more special thing with these butterflies, isn't there? It's how to fold them to make them flutter all around.
And that part can be a little tricky.
It can be.
And they're going to keep coloring the whole thing, aren't they? We're just going to stop. We don't want to take the time. All right.
Yeah.
So first step is to fold it in half. And there is a little dot line in there. We're going to fold it in half.
I always forget, Miss Diane, if we should fold it this way or your way. We have to practice a little bit on here. Remember, in order, I think you might want to do it my way.
I usually fold it like this, and then I fold this one down, and then I fold.
You do it different. There's more than one way to do it.
Oh my
'Cause
goodness.
I usually fold it like this, and then I fold it. Oh, maybe I did do it wrong, Miss Diane. I think you might be right this time, because mine is going to be upside down. You are so right.
Well, you know what? Even grown-ups make mistakes.
It happens. All right. Is yours fluttering already?
Mine is fluttering. It's waiting to see you, Mrs. Doherty.
All right, I'm taking my time here, I guess. Hold on, since I made that mistake. All right. There we go.
Oh, I love them.
Love them too. They are so pretty. They can flutter all around. Now we do have one more math activity, Miss Diane, and that is in their green math folders.
Oh, yeah.
There's several pages to that one. So it's called Race You to 20 Cents. And there's lots of directions so mom and dad can look at those. And then I wanted just to show you the game board here. So this is what the game board looks like. It is a partner game. And you're going to need either some pennies, or it says you need like 40 small objects, which seems like a lot. I don't think I'd have 40 pennies at my house. So you could use like Cheerios or Skittles or any little thing that you would have to play this game. And you're going to try to use the nickel on the spinner and the penny. So you're going to have to count on from 5 cents sometimes.
That's a good skill.
And the directions are there. Moms and dads can read it. But I did want to mention that there is one more page. There's quite a few pages to this. This one is also connected to that activity, and they're going to want to make sure they do that too. So it looks like a fun game. Lots of partner things today, Miss Diane.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, that'll be fun for everybody.
Good, good.
All right. Well, I can't wait to see tomorrow's plans.
Me too. Great to see you, Mrs. Doherty. Bye, Tweeties and Frogs.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.